Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Why can't I record? Okay, Nathania, are you ready for today's session? Hello.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are. You are,
Right.
man.
Okay. So moving on with today's session, I thought that I have done reflective writing with you, but then I have not given you the initial steps, so to speak. So you have done marvelously the reflective writing part as per the AS Cambridge paper, right? But there are certain nitty-gritties that we
Okay.
need to follow. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
let's do the reflective writing component today, and let's make it a point to make it our lesson for the day. Is that okay?
Yeah, man. That sounds
Right.
cool.
Okay. Uh, so tell me before I start all about reflective writing, what do you mean by reflective writing?
Reflective writing is like a personal, like it's a text analysis, except it's gonna be analyzed by us. The write-up was written by us, and so will the analysis. It's kind of like a personal analysis on something we wrote, that kind of thing.
Okay. Now, apart from let's have a practical approach before we move into reflective writing. Do you reflect on day to day on yourself, self reflection, so to speak? Do you have self reflection? I know I do. I basically do lots and lots of self reflection. Um, what about you?
Okay.
Do you self reflect?
I don't think so. You see, I struggle with having nope, not at all.
It's quite understandable,
I mean, like, I
given
can't
the
seem to
fact
find the
that you're
time
a
to
teenager.
self-reflect.
Right, but when you come to my age, right, and
I
especially
know,
when
right?
you're in the profession of education and you're a exemplary educationist, you need to sort of be revolving, kind of. So as a
Oh,
professional,
yeah.
a person who ought to be revolving for the better version always, I guess you need a little bit of self reflection on daily basis, because that puts things into perspective. Like mostly I do self reflection.
Yeah.
I go to sleep. Before I fall asleep, I just weigh the pros and cons, analyze and see, okay, what are the uh, all good things that went for the day, what are the not so good things that went for the day, what are the pitfalls, what are the pluses, the minuses, how I can eradicate that next time when it occurs, that kind of a thing. That is called self reflection. So that will ensure
All right,
how
okay.
my day was spent, and it will also give me an idea as to how my following day ought to be spent, kind of. Do you
Oh,
get
okay.
what I'm saying? I don't expect you to get what
Right.
I'm saying, because you're
Yeah.
still enjoying your teenage
It's,
life.
I think it's psychology.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think it's like trying to figure out who you are, like deep down, that
Exactly.
sort of thing. I've watched that in movies. Never
Right.
tried it though. Never
So,
really had the audacity to try it.
okay. Just enjoy your teenage life. I mean, that's the best part of anybody's life, you know. So,
I
um,
will.
okay. So I
Yeah.
just want to share the screen and go to one thing that we had in common. Okay, before we go into
Yeah.
that, let me show you something what reflective writing for that matter is all about. Let me share the screen. Where
Okay.
is it? Okay, here we are. Okay, now read this out loud, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Reflective writing. Reflective writing is your response to experiences, opinions, events, new information, thoughts, and feelings. A way of thinking to explore learning, an opportunity to gain self knowledge, a chance to develop and reinforce writing skills, a way of making meaning out of what you study. Reflective writing is not a summary of class activities.
Okay, now try to
Yeah,
compare with
I
what
think
you
it's basically what
previously
you
said.
said.
Sorry?
I
Yes?
think it's basically what you said and not what I said.
No, but you did mention few common factors with regard to this. You spoke about
Like what?
analysis, right? Didn't
Mm-hmm.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did. So there is a
Oh, yeah, I
comparative
did know.
analysis. Yes. So analyzing can be in different ways and on different elements. So
Yeah,
what you said basically is the gist of what is being here. It's just that it's exploring all possibilities. So reflective writing is basically
yeah,
addressing all of these things. It explores your learning, it's your opinions, your new information, how you have processed it, your thoughts and
right,
feelings
okay.
regarding that. And the self reflection, what I said, is basically to gain self knowledge. If you know who you are, if you realize your true identity, it's very easy to
Yeah,
manage else other things and other people around you, kind of. So that's why self reflection is very pertinent, right? So reinforced writing skills is what Cambridge AS curriculum is trying to do through reflective writing, and that is why they have introduced that into your curriculum. And basically it also contributes to making meaning out of what you study rather than just rote learning. You know what rote learning is, isn't it? ROTE, rote learning, is basically where you memorize chunks and chunks of uh, info and try to repeat the same thing as a carbon copy at the exam. There you basically don't evaluate, you don't get a convincing evaluation. It's just, memorizing chunks and reproducing it. There's nothing to it. But when it comes to reflective writing, you